Drive Away Dolls is the newest film by Ethan Coen, which tells the story of Jamie and Marion, two friends who are in search of a fresh start. As they embark on an unexpected road trip to Tallahassee, things quickly go awry when they cross paths with a group of inept criminals. The Coen brothers are some of my favorite directors of all time, who have made some of my favorite movies of all time. So when I heard Ethan Coen had his own solo movie, I was pretty pumped. I went into this film with high hopes, but unfortunately, this movie let me down. That's not to say it was a bad movie, it was still enjoyable, but it had some major issues that held the film back for me and that I want to talk about. Mild spoilers for the film ahead. I won't give away anything too big, but there's some minor things that I need to discuss. First off, the comedy in this film didn't always hit when it needed to. There are a lot of sex jokes in this movie, and that's not a bad thing. Sex jokes can be hilarious, and many of them are hilarious in this film. However, when it's the only type of joke that you have to fall back on, it can get pretty old pretty fast. Most of these come from Margaret Qualley's character, Jamie, who I had a hard time connecting with. This is mostly because our character introduction with this character is a scene in which she cheats on her girlfriend. We're supposed to root and care for this character, but she never really shows any remorse or character growth from this mistake, and is brushed off like it wasn't consequential or mattered. Her character overall is not a very good friend to the other main character, Marion, who was way more developed and actually had a good character arc in my opinion. That wasn't the fault of the actors, it was just something I personally didn't like about how the character was written. I just want to say all the performances in this movie were still pretty solid. Also, the pacing for this movie was kind of all over the place. The main plot of this film centers around our two main characters accidentally getting a hold of a case of valuable objects, and then being chased by criminals for those goods. However, they don't even discover the case until nearly the halfway point, and that's when the movie finally begins to pick up. However, it doesn't last very long as they solve the problem pretty quick. When the movie ended, it was very much one of those that's it moments, because our main characters hardly have to overcome any obstacles towards the end of the movie. It felt like the movie was missing a solid 10 to 20 minutes. Aside from these issues, the movie is still pretty fun. Even though not every joke landed, there were still some great moments, and the relationship between the two leads and the two criminals was fun to watch. Also, the cinematography and scene transitions were very quirky and very fun. Overall, it's an enjoyable film, but it was held back by some major pacing issues, and the third act overall was pretty weak. It was definitely missing the spark and charm of other Coen brothers' work, and ended up feeling very forgettable. I give the film 3 stars. However, see the film for yourself and let me know what you think. This has been Tom from Eisenhart Productions, and I'll see you next week.